1, 2, 3.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
That then, innit?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's no sound in the room. Sound on.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. How are you all? It's lovely to see you all. I'm not that tired, actually. I'm a Bobby Dazzler. If anyone asks, I'm sprightly, okay? I'm full of beans today. Is everyone okay? I hope you're all okay, guys. I hope you're all okay. Now, welcome, everyone. I don't know what's happening here. Let's just have a look here. Can you all see me? Hi, Toni. Hi, Toni. Can you all hear me and see me? Just because I have it on my laptop and all I can see is my studio and I'm not studying it. It's not an illusion. There she is. Oh, you can see me then, guys. Let me just refresh them because that's probably an old picture. It actually looks like I'm talking to you all and I'm not actually in the room on my laptop. Just give us a second, guys. Let me just go back into it. Now, I've got some lovely updates for you all as well. So that's cool. Let me just search my channel. Oh, look at that. I come up top. Now you're just showing off. Okay, so if we can share. There I am. Share. Always share if you can. So if you're brand new to the channel, hi everyone, my name is Toni and this is Stamps by Me, home of the How to Craft Network, or How to Craft Network, home of Stamps by Me. So if you're here for the first time, show some love, some thumbs up, some hearts. You know, we do the cha-cha-cha. If you're new here, you have to get used to me, unfortunately. But I am a bit sprightly. I've just had the biggest piece of cheesecake you cannot imagine. And now I feel like heavy. I feel heavy. Very heavy. So I hope you're all well. The sun is shining. Great day, hey. So we have some brand new products for you all. But if you are watching in the States, these are part of the new lines that went onto HSN's website, hsn.com. So check them out if you do like them. And if you do need the codes, let me know. I've written the codes down. But now it's your chance in the UK to get some of the goodies as well. Now, you might have one of the girls because you're part of our Create Together club and you've got other pieces as well. But the rest of the bundle, what I've done is I've loaded it all individually, okay? So if you want to top up and get the extra embellishments to go with, of course you can do that as well. They're all linked at the top of this chat on Facebook, my-telly.com. They're everywhere, right? So, thanks for all the shares, guys. That's super kind. Now, you'll have to bear with me. Normally I have comments behind, but the boys are at cricket this evening. So I'm managing the comments by myself. Carol, question, tell me when Light Up Room will be on SBM. It'll come soon, darling. It'll be coming soon, sweetheart. So if you can share, that would be awesome. Let's share the love of craft, get the algorithm going so it pushes my platform out even further. Now, a couple of updates. I have the winner for June mega prize draw to announce, okay? I also have the summer party and the Create Together club times for you all as well. But before I get into any of it, guys, because I know you're all invested in me and my family, right? Because that's what we are a family company. So today is my son's birthday and he's 12, okay? So I said to him, would you like me to mention that it's your birthday? He's like, yeah, if you want to, but I know something that you could do, Mummy. I was like, right, okay. Thinking, what's he going to say? Has he got a joke? Because you know what he likes with his jokes. He likes me to tell you a joke every now and then. He said, you could show my science project. I was like, right, okay, I'm sure they'll want to see a science project. So as promised, I'm going to quickly just show you his science project. And out of the whole school, he came second. The whole school, he came second. So I think he's quite happy about it. So I'm just going to show you it. I'm going to shove it under the camera and then we'll get straight back to craft, okay? So he's 12 today. Can you believe it? He's 12 today. I don't know where the time's gone, but I just want... Honestly, guys, you're probably going to look at it and think, that is quite creative. Obviously, Mummy helped. But it is cool, and he did all of the workings out himself, and he came second. So, and it's his birthday today as well. So he is one happy boy. So I'm just going to bring it in. Now, this is the cardboard from stock. The card stock is from us, the printer. That's from Mummy's makeup box, the cotton balls. But let's just show you his project, guys, because I know you all like to see what he's done. So let's have a quick look. So basically, cloud formation. So he had all of the questions, the hypothesis down the side, the materials. He wrote all of the detail down here. And then he wrote the procedure and the conclusion down here, as you can see. He wrote it all himself, and then he put the cloud in Mummy's makeup cotton balls, and then he's put some pictures. You can see just there, it was hard to get the cloud on camera, but the formation coming out of the jar, and then there is all of his workings out at the bottom there. So he asked me to show you, that's me showing you. That was Tom's science project, which he came second in the whole of his school, and today is his birthday. So I know he'll be happy that I've mentioned him, because when he gets back from cricket, he'll say to me, did you mention it? I'll say, yes, I did. He goes, at what point? So he doesn't have to watch all my show and be bored. He'll be like, did you do it at the beginning or at end? So I can go and have a look. So happy birthday, Tom. Oh, there we go. Get that one out of the way. Great job, Tom, says Sarah. Well done. My granddaughter turned 12 yesterday. Wow, well done, Tom. See, Tom, they're all saying well done, son. So well done for that wonderful achievement. So clever, and Mummy is proud, absolutely. So let's get back into craft. Tom's had his moment now, it's back to Mummy. So today, guys, we're going to be launching some brand new pieces. They're all loaded, so have a look. But this sort of show is the opportunity to sort of showcase them in depth. Now, I have a little bit of a confession. Is there anybody on from the States? I think I might be in trouble. It's not hard for me to be in trouble, like. But if there is anybody on from the States, I'm definitely in trouble. So I thought, do you know what? Just come back from the States. These products are actually on hsn.com. I'll put a little Facebook in Suzanne's page to say, hey guys, if you bought products from my recent launch, join me live tonight at 6 because I'm going to show you how to use them, because we've got a little bit more time, right? Delete. Got deleted. So maybe I should read the rules, because that's probably not allowed. So if it's not allowed, I apologise, Suzanne. But it's inspiration, right? So anyway, if we can share between our friends, I'll have to apologise next time I go through. I'm in bother. I'm always in bother. Judy says, yes, I'm from Chicago. Betty, I'm from New Jersey. Well, guys, consider me being told. Never mind, hey, but you're here regardless. So if you can share, I wouldn't share to that group though, you might get in bother. But if you have any other crafty groups, of course, share the love of craft, and I'll show you how to use them. We'll go through them stage by stage, and we'll have a look at some amazing, amazing samples. So if you did buy them, or you're inspired by them, of course, screenshot the screen, take a picture. I'll go through as many samples as I can, and then as soon as you get the product home, you can be creative with it as well. And this is what my shows are really about, inspirational content for everyone. And if you are here in the UK, all the products are now available for you too, because, yes, again, emails. When can we have them in the UK? Well, I'm here now, guys. I'm here now. I should be in bed, actually. No, I'm only joking. But I'm here now for you all, so... We've got Shannon on from Indiana. Sarah says, I did buy some products from HSN. Well done, sweetheart. Hopefully they'll be getting dispatched. Now, a couple of things I just need to cover. Some of the items said extended. They do have the stock. And I think sometimes they just put that little extended on there just to give themselves a little bit of breathing space in relation to the whole day. So last time it said extended, people got them really quick. So don't be off put by that. And if I am ever actually on extended, I will always say to you guys, look, stock's late, it's on extended. But if you don't hear me say it, 9 times out of 10, the stock is in the warehouse, I would suggest. I purchased from HSN, said Judy. Well, thank you so much. That's so kind. Super exciting. So let's have a look at the products. If anybody wants the numbers of any of the pieces that I'm showing you, which are on HSN, give me a shout. I'll give you the numbers. I wrote them down to save you going to have to hunt. I'm just going to move this back a little bit. Let's see if it'll let me make it bigger. There we go. Made it bigger. So I can see what I'm doing. For all the lady stamps, well, Linda, you are in for a treat, because I'm going to show it all. And I'm going to take as long as I want to show you all, okay? So that is super exciting. Now, let's grab the product. Now, there are 3 ladies, a die set, a stencil set, and some paper sets. Now, do you need them all? Probably not. Would you like them all? Probably you do. But if you are just trying to cherry pick the pieces that you know you're going to absolutely use. How you're going to decide, that is not my problem, but they're all incredibly beautiful. So let's move these samples out of the way for now. And let's show you the product themselves. So let's start with the 3 girls, okay? So we have Lily, Mia, and Stella, okay? Now, they're all available in the UK as individuals on HSN. There is a bundle with Stella in. Great value, by the way. So you've got Stella, Mia and Lily. And what all of the collection consists of is stamps, words and dies and stencils, okay? So all of this dimension you see in these gowns, these jackets and these trousers and bottoms, all of that shading and shadowing is done with the stencils and the stamps. So you look like an amazing colourist when actually we've cheated the system slightly and we've made ourselves look absolutely fantastic using the components in each one. So this one has 13 pieces and 11 pieces in this one. So let's go through each one real quick. Oh, thanks for all shares, guys. More people joining us. That's wonderful. So you get the incredible stamp, which, by the way, can be used on its own. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to show you all the samples at the end, all just mixed, okay? Because there is just so many that to try and figure out which came from which would be problematic. So I'm just going to show you all the samples at the end after I've showed you all the products, okay? Oh, so kind, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I'm back in a few weeks for Halloween. I know. Like popping to the supermarket, getting on a flight to the States for me these days. Mia for you. Ooh, Mia for you. I'll tell you my favourite at the end because I don't want to influence you. So we have Stella. So Stella's got that lovely collar up the bottoms, the boots, and the words. And the words say, "It's your moment, make it iconic." So very uplifting, empowering. We love that, don't we? We just love all of that good stuff. You were born to shine. You make every day a runway. So if you've got those girlfriends or friends or mum or sister who just smash it every single time in anything that they do, anything that they say, this is going to be that lovely, lovely kit. Then you get the outline die to go round, as we like to cut them out right. And then you get your layering stencils as well, which there are 5 of. And this is what's going to create that dimension and all of those beautiful layers, as you can see here. So you can see on this sample here, she's been stamped there and there in the grey, and then the focal one is in colour and the stamp as well. So what you see on the packet is exactly what you're going to achieve. There's no enhancements, there's no changes, exactly what you will be able to make. Hi everyone, says Maureen. Hi sweetheart, I hope you're well. So you can see your stencils here. Now if you've never used my stencils, they're all etched with a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you notice they have these hearts in the corners, well that's just for line up really. So if you pop one down and you pop some ink through the 4 corners, then the next one that you put on, you just line it up back up to the next heart. So you lay these hearts on top of the hearts that you just stenciled through with the ink. But what I like to do, and here's a little bit of a tip, is I don't really use the hearts. You might use them once, but if you just take the stencil and line it up with the corner of your page, like that, so that's number 1. Then when you come to take your second and just line it up with the corner of the page, you know it's going to be exactly the same place, right? So I just like to line it up with the edge of the cardstock so you can see all of that lovely detail where you're going to get all of that shading. And you're going to be able to make multiple colours. You can do gradients, and you'll see that from all of the lovely samples. So that one is Stella. And then let's have a look at Mia. So Mia's got like the capri pant, the jacket, like the trench coat with the waist tied and then the open part, and she's got a collar up as well, very signature for me. We love collars up, right? So let's have a look at this one. So we have the outline die, the layering stencils, and then the beautiful stamp set. And we've got Fierce and Fabulous, Born to Stand Out, Confidence Looks Good on You, Have a Gorgeous Day, and Celebrate in Style on there as well. So you can see we always do a demonstration on the back as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stencils, the stamp, and combined make this beautiful lady on the front here. Absolutely love, love, love that one. So that one is, you'll have to let me know what your favourites are, guys. That's Mia. I'm a Lily for sure, says Brenda. And then we have Lily. And Lily, have you noticed they're all high-collared? That's just, I mean, come on, it's warm today and I've got high collar on. I mean, yeah, I like high collars. Don't like much skin on show, guys. So we have Lily. So she has that necktie detail around there. That beautiful. So this could be prom, wedding, celebration. It could be lots of different things as well. So let's just have a quick look at Lily. Here's the back here. So you've got your, on this one's got 4 stencils and then a stamp. And then obviously your dies. Birthday Queen, make today your catwalk, strut your stuff, you're my style icon, too glam to give a damn. Then your stencils and then your outline die. Let's have a look. Oh, Shannon, great shout, thank you. Shannon's just shouting out there. If you have a question, if you put Q, 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 it really helps it stand out towards all the people commenting about things. So if you have a question, I might miss it, but if I miss it, just keep putting Q, Q, Q and retyping it and I'll absolutely answer it for you. Thanks, Shannon. Love Stella. She's gorgeous, says Iris. So which one are you picking? So you've got Lily, Mia or Stella. Now, my favourite is Stella. Stella is my favourite. I would wear this, you see. This is the high collar, the shoved up sleeves, ready to fight the world, glamorous, gorgeous. A woman who means business. That's me. I'm going to be a Stella. Who are you going to be? Stella, Miller, Mia or Lily? Who are you going to be? So they're the 3 ladies. And then we also have extra bits and pieces so you can sort of like enhance them even further. Question. Denise, those of us who haven't received our Create Together Club and summer party kits yet, can you tell us what is and what isn't included so we know what else to buy? Denise, of course I can. Of course I can. So in your Create Together Club, it's Stella and the paper. So don't buy those. And in your summer party, it is an album, some papers, some stamps, nothing to do with what I'm showing you this evening. So you're safe. Don't buy Stella and don't buy the paper pad, darling. Some of you have Stella. Right, so let's have a look at some sort of upsell type items. So if you want to enhance them even further. Now, you know on the packet, you see this hound tooth pattern here. Do you want to do that on her jacket? Well, you can, guys. So let's show you. So this is a set of 4 stencils and it's called Fancy Fabrics. And you can see on the back, I'll not bother getting them out. I think you get the idea. So you have like the hound tooth, you have like a textured pattern, a leopardy print and like a tiger print. In fact, I will show you because some of you do like to see. Let me show you the size as well. Now, you know our stencils are fantastic quality. They're super thick. So you have this one here. Let's just get some coloured cards so I can show you. So you can do the checkered on a jacket, on her boots, on her trousers. You can use them in any background, anywhere. They don't have to be for this particular collection. Then you have that lovely leopardy print there. Tiger print, leopardy print there. And then the hound tooth as well. Dog tooth, hound tooth, whatever you want to call it. So you get all 4 in this particular set there. And that one is called Fancy Fabrics, okay? So you get all 4 in that one. So that's a nice added bonus to sort of like, and you'll see from the samples from the design team how they've used them as well, which some of them are really creative as well. So don't forget to get your camera ready to screen grab some inspiration if you have bought any of the items, and then you can copy or make your own twist on it, or make your own colourway on, whatever I'm going to inspire you with. These stencils are fab. Well, thank you so much. I think I need the stencils as well. So you get the stencils. So that might be an option for you. And then we have textile touches. Now, this is a nice twist, because if you're wanting texture in your cards, because stencils give you that flat space, don't they? And that's cool. But what happens if you want to create a bit of texture and make it feel and look like fabric, and jazz it up and make it look like the texture is like a real cool fashion-esque sort of card, then this one's going to be for you. So this one is Textile Touches, and this is 2 dies. And what it gives you is 2 dies that look like weaved fabric. So you get like the crosshatch system here, and then you get the sort of like sporadic Hessian die here as well. So let me show you the size. Let me just get the questions. Will I be making a men's collection? Do you know who's asked that question? Michelle, what a great question. I honestly never gave it a thought, but absolutely, that would be great, wouldn't it? A man in a suit, a man in a biker jacket, and a man in, I don't know, cowboy shirt, jeans, boot, cowboy hat. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Great shout. I'll have a think about that one. So, here we go. Look at these. So cool. Again, can be used with anything that you have in your stash. So you get the texturized one, which is more sporadic, and then you get the more sterile one, which is a repeated pattern. And if I take it down here, it's this one. I'll do the largest one, and this one is just over 3 inch by 5 inch. So 3 by 5. So great for your A2 cards, I believe, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, is that right? So great for those A2 cards as well. But if you put 2, you can do a 5 by 7. I'm telling porkies, guys, and I'm sorry if you've purchased off the back of it, but just drop me a message if you have. Karen's just said there, Tony, it's Lily that comes in the Create Together Club. Guys, I apologise. Thanks, Karen. So it's, let me just put it on over here. It's Lily that comes in your set, Denise. My apologies. If you've already ordered, I'll make sure the other one comes to you. Don't panic. So I've got Lily. I thought Stella was in. Sorry, Lily. Okay, so if you've got Create Together Club, the other one is Stella and Mia. Thanks, Karen. So that is your dies. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I'll show you some samples in a second. Well, Fedo's put better late than dead. What are you like? You could put them together with the female collection. You absolutely could. We love working collections. We like to make sure we get a lot out of them for our money, don't we? So that's the die, and then we have a paper collection. Now, we've done these bumper paper packs for years. At what point are you going to get bored? It's crazy because I'm like, right, I feel like we've exhausted it, and you get to a point as a designer, it's like, surely everybody's got them all. You know, like, oh, they could use some from that collection or that collection to... But I think it's very, very clear that you do like a matching paper set. So whilst ever you're all still buying them, which you are, they flew out on HSN, I'm going to keep continuing to bring them. And as soon as the sales start to tail off, then that's time for me to start changing things up. But we do have a bumper paper pack, and this one's called Couture Crosswalks. And what this one gives you is the city escapes like New York, where you see all the fashion divas. It's also got some fabric patterns in there as well. So let's have a quick spin through these. 25 designs, 75 sheets, 200 GSM. And these are uncoated, so you can use them on your projects if you're using water, or you can run them through your embossing folders, whatever it may be. Iris says, I'm not looking. She's liked everything so far, and now she's here. She's like, now I'm switching off. Goodbye. Hasta la vista. Right, let's have a look at this one. So, smells gorgeous. Can smell it already. So these are where your iconic girls will just simply be placed in the centre and look incredible. So if you are that card maker that don't want to do inky backgrounds, don't want to faff, just wants to be creative, maybe if you do one of the girls in like a black embossing powder so it's shiny like leather, so she's walking through this like alleyway here, that is just a cool card. So it's sort of like extends your inspiration by adding the creative scenes in the background. Then we always have some breakers, so this is sort of like a pattern. So if you fussy cut, if you stamp the girl on here, which that's going to be my demo, and I will pick one when it's time, and then you layer on top, instead of using the stencils, you can absolutely use pattern paper. So you got some more here, so all very different. Look at this with the puddle. Love the reflection here. Yeah, I think that's why I've got confused, Earl. Thank you. On HSN, it did have Stella in. That's where I've got confused. Look at this one. How nice is that? Then you got some smoky hues and some more fabric-y type style patterns. You notice the letter T there. Another alfresco alley, should we say, some textured weave, some sunset types, shops, more pattern, some more streets, some sparkles, very similar to your Skyfire Nights, that one. You could, if you're not investing in this, the Skyfire Nights, I bet there are a few pages in there that you could use. So, you know, think about that. I have to get Lily. I love her. Oh, so kind. So, just a bite-size flavour of what you actually get in the kit. And then, as always, we have the sort of like smaller version, so you can do your little ATCs or decorate your envelope as well. So that one is Couture Crosswalks, and that one's available on the website as well. Now, if you have accrued points and you're in the club, obviously a lot of the prices, lots of you won't pay anyway. You're all at different levels in your journey, so you'll all be paying different prices. So I would suggest if you're popping them in your basket, check what discounts you've received, and then if you're happy, you can check out. I do. Question. Hey, Tony, how does it look with the new EU rules? Do we have to declare? Do you have to declare? I think we do have to declare, but I think it's going to be okay. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Tim's the master of all of that for you all. So hopefully everything's still going to be okay. But if it changes, I will let you know. Iris, gorgeous papers, won't expect anything else. Bless your heart, that's so kind. Have I missed anything? Earl says, question, Tony, thanks for the opportunity. I was screaming inside because I am at work. Hope you get my text concern that I won, especially because this is my birthday month also. Oh, bless you. You did win, didn't you? Has Becky sent you a voucher code, sweetheart? I think she has. I think she saw it. She came through to see me and said, did you do a giveaway? And I confirmed. Right, let's get into some demos. But before I get into demo, let's show you some samples, because this is the point where you need to get your camera ready. So you can take some screenshots of all of the amazing samples. So I have a ton. Let's grab them all. So I've tried to sort of like get them into ladies' names. So let's grab them. Might be a little bit mixed up, guys, but hey ho. Need more space. I know. It's so problematic every time. Every time they keep changing everything and make it harder and harder for us businesses, honestly. Right, so let's go with, I believe this is Lily. Let me just double check, because I don't want to confuse you, because I've already done that once tonight. We don't want to be doing it again. So this is Lily, okay? This is Lily. So let's have a look at Lily. So Look at that with the paper, some sparkle on a dress. So there's not a stencil being used in sight there. Just some sparkle on a dress. Here we have, I'm going to fly through these guys because we need to get to demo, right? Stencil in the background, the fabric textures with the stencil in there. It looks to me on this one, Maureen, it looks to me, forgive me if I'm wrong, that she's done the stencil in and then she's sprayed it with a bit of water because there is a slight bleachy effect there. So be creative, spread it out, it doesn't have to be sterile. You have your decorative brooches. The brooches are on HSN as well. And then here's the lovely creative layers there. This is what I was saying about the paper piece in a dress. It looks like fabric, so stamped onto, I'll show you anyway, that's going to be my demo. Coloured with pens, and then there's that texture in the background. Just look at that. Stencil and then embossed in black. Make today your catwalk. I'll have to check re-Christmas, I'm not sure when. Using your earlier stash. This is all 3 in black, just stamped together, look, like they're on Born to Stand Out, Fierce and Fabulous, gorgeous, right? Maybe a multicoloured dress, just stencil through in different colours. I mean, come on. Come on. Team them up with your flowers. You deserve your dreams, believe in yourself. Team them up with your other stamps in your stash. There is the textured stencil in the background there. So that's been stamped some in blue, sprayed with water, and it's just bled out, and then stamped again on top to sort of like bring the detail back. Come on, birthday queen. Wavy edge dies and the lovely floral detail on there as well. Oh, Sarah, oh, look at that, stunning. Isn't it just now? Look at this one. Bit of vellum circle just to break it up a little bit. Bit of washi tape, texture, papers. This one's definitely been sprayed with water, guys. Very artistic. And then this one's on some flower, put the flower onto the fabric and then in black. And then using that lovely paper, torn paper, vellum. What about a Christmas card? That is very nice. And then her just peeking through the fabric. 3D. You can see that there, hopefully you can. So that one is Lily. Let's have a look at the next one. Have a look at the next one. Stella. Stella. Right. So this one is Stella. My finger is cramping from the screenshot. I don't blame you. Listen, get inspiration where we can, right? So this one is Stella. So here she is in black and that those faint fabric stencil patterns in the background. What about the exit? You know, when you cut the die out of the paper, you get like the piece missing out of the paper. Add some ink through and cast a shadow and then put her back on top like there's a shadow behind her. Embossing onto the stencils. That actually looks like cheetah print or leopard print. Grey. Look at that with the scene in that circle. What about a drop shadow? So cut her out twice, one in white and then one round your detail. And that lovely paper down there as well. Craft onto craft card. That is so nice. Change it up, guys. Don't always use white. What about the little scenic stamps that you all got from HSN? The smaller ones. How appropriate, right? Like it was meant to be. You were born to shine. And then look at this one with the stencil all over the back. It's your moment, make it iconic. That's you at Christmas, I wish, says Philomena. Kathy says, I'm waiting for new Halloween products to go with last year's products. Now, don't tell the design team, and I know they're all on because they're all commenting, but tomorrow they get sent Halloween. Now, you all know Halloween is not as popular in the UK as it is in the States. You absolutely go wild for it in the States. But I am going to change the world in the UK and get them all to love Halloween. I am. I promise you I am. So my design team did a cracking sample set for my last. They did me swags for the front. They did gift bottle. It was just incredible. And I am excited about that, although I'm not excited about them getting crushed in my suitcase. But I take the risk because when I dress my set, it looks awesome. And the ones this year are going to work with last year's too. We've got some kits as well for you all, so that'll be nice. Bye, Marilyn. I'll see you later. Look at this one with the die on that textured paper there. And then we'll just show you one more. Built in with those gorgeous papers. There's more. I'll just show you as we go. So that one is Stella Malella. And then we have Mia. So Mia is Capri Pant Girl, which is very nice. There's some here. So that is basically mimicked, I guess, because it's orange underneath. And then you've got the grey jacket instead of a blue jacket. You've got the textured dies, the papers. You've got it all going on in this one. And then this one's beautiful with the print at the bottom. And then the dye, and then there she is in the purple and the red. I don't think it really matters what ink pad you grab, all going to look beautiful. This is obviously a mop-up from the, so if you put ink onto here, spray with water and then put your card in like that, you end up with like a coloured background, and then you just use the textured stamp in there as well. What about stenciling through the stencil in this nice formation? So you stencil like that through the stencil and you get this like lovely twirly whirly that goes around the model like that. That's cool, isn't it? And then he's been done in black embossing as well. Fierce and fabulous, absolutely. Sarah says, question, are there stencils for each girl? Yes, darling, the layering stencils create the dimension in here. I'm gonna do a sample, I'm gonna do a demo, so just stay tuned and I'll show you. So this one's more artistic, so that's got a bit of white paint on top of as well. Here we go again, that lovely texturized dye in the background, and then the stencils and the girls there. Look at this one. I mean, she's rocking it right now. Jeepers. The houndtooth, and then the deep red. I would wear that red jacket. Here we are, the two ladies in the back, and then the one at the front with the... And then again with your little mini scenes. Who got the mini scenes on HSN? Little mini scenes. Let me know in the UK if you like these mini scenes, because I might do a range of mini scenes here for you all in the UK as well, because I think you'll appreciate them, because they'll go with lots of our other designs. I'll tell you one thing, guys, going to HSN for the last 5 years has taught me so much. And you know when you think you know it all, because I've been in the industry for that long, I felt like, right, Stamps by Me have got it, we've got it nailed. Everybody loves our layering stencils, Quatre D, reflection collection, lamination, the sizes, the 5x7s, the squares. I've got it nailed. You go to HSN and it's a whole new world. But what's cool about it is the whole new world brings perspective back to the UK, so I can sort of like integrate them together. So the mission has never changed. The mission's just got better because I've brought the UK and the States, and they're both sort of different in their own way, and brought them together. And I'm creating some really nice sizes, creations, products. So over the last 12 months, 2 years, you will have seen in the UK, sizes have changed, not necessarily always smaller. We do kits now, we do dies that do shapes and things like that. So I've sort of like slowly brought them together, and they have met in the middle. Now I'm just going to make them go like a clock and work seamlessly for you all. So that is quite awesome, right? So here we go, some more. I'll shut up now. Take a breath. They're all just beautiful. How are you going to decide? Have I asked you this already? Which one are you going for? If you're going for any, let me know. That, I would wear that. Paul, beautiful colour in there. Well, I say colour in stencils, but a nice choice of colours. And then we've got this one here. So she's in the inside and she's on the exterior as well. Too glam to give a damn. That's just the paper. We just want a bit of paper for a guy's card. So that's Mia. A marriage made in heaven. I know. So actually, I don't know it all. I'd like to think I know it all, but I don't. I'm still learning. It's funny because when I came back from the States, lots of comments. I love your products, Toni. Adore you. Love your products. But I do A2 cards. So you can see where I'm going to go next, can't you? I'm going to be working on A2 cards. I mean, we're out for the rest of the year for HSN now because we're like 6 to 8 months out. But come next year, boom, 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 boom. You asked. If I can do it, I'll do it. So. And vice versa. In the UK, listen, they get spoiled in the UK. Pretty much anything they ask for, they get. So they're all going to be like, no, we don't. No, we don't. Oh, let's just have a look at a few more. So you've got the die set. I'm just going to show you the rest of the collection. The die set, the paper, the 4 stencils in the pack as well. So if you want to check those out, of course, you can do that too. Let's just move that over there. And then just a few more samples here. So we have her in white, like a white wedding dress type style sketch there. What about multicoloured here? I bought the lot you cannot choose. Well, if you know you're going to use them all, then that's okay, isn't it? I do appreciate that, so thank you so much. And then we have the girl, look at that. So that is just stamped in black. We haven't touched the stencil at all for that one. What about where you grab an acrylic block, you know your stamping blocks, you've seen me do it thousands of times before, and you ink up the block, spray with water, and then you put the block onto the paper. I did it live on HSN once, and then you put the block on, and then you do it in the middle, and then you do it again in there. You do it 3 times, ink it up 3 times, spray it 3 times. And then you've got the 3 pillars of different colours. And then all you do then is you stamp each girl on the pillars, which I think's pretty cool, guys. That is an awesome card, right? And then what if we just use the tops of the girls? Today's forecast. Look at that, is a great sentiment, isn't it? And then you get the girl with the collar, the high neck dress, and the high neck collar with the capri pant. Love, love, love. I hope you love it as much as me. I've been busting a gut to show these to you. Busting a gut. Got some quite iconic stuff coming through, and we are a little bit different. I appreciate that. But if you like different, then you're in the right place. It's nice to be different sometimes. I like to be different. I wouldn't bode well if I fitted in. We like different. Right, let's do a demo. Any questions? I do love your A5s. Yeah, we do. We'll still do lots of A5s. That's inevitable. Right, so let's do, I just want to show you this card. So this is using the reflection collection, look there, on the papers from Couture Catwalk. Couture Crosswalk, sorry, not Catwalk. There we go. So it does work with your reflection collection. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the girls and I'm going to use the pattern paper, but I will also show you the stencil system as well, because one lady did say, is it stencils that do that as well? So I'll show that as well. Thanks for all the ideas. You're very welcome. Listen, I wish I could show you them all on air on HSN, but here in the UK, we're governed by my own time. So that's lovely. So if you're here, thank you so much. And if you do know anybody else that buys from HSN and you're in the States, please let all your friends know that I do go live every Thursday. Every Thursday I'm live and here demonstrating old products to make you dig them back out, new products, sales. We do so much in the studio. Right, I'm going to go with Stella because she's my fave. So let's get her out of the packet. Amen. So let's get it all open. This is very exciting. Very exciting. As you can see, we've got some nice samples at the front as well from the lovely design. Aren't my design team good? They're going to get a shock tomorrow because Halloween's en route. They'll be like, ooh, having a bit of a, ooh, oh, it fits on it, ooh, boo. So, let's have a look what's going on here. Daphne would like to see the tile dies. Okay, thank you. I'll show you in a second, darling. So I've got all of my layering stencils. I've got my cute stamp, which we are going to use straight off the bat. And then we've got our lovely die. I'm not sure if I'll use the die. Not sure. We'll get it out regardless. There we go. So the tile fabric dies. Let's find those. Here we go. So the tile fabric dies are these ones, and they give you a texturized fabric. And if you actually do it on craft cards, scrunch it up with water and put it on radiator, it sort of like dries all funny like a real piece of hessian. And here we go. So they're 2A6s, perfect for your A2 cards. And you get all of that lovely texture detail as well. So that puts the lines and the squares in, and that one puts the texturized detail in there as well. And that one is this one. You are a tease for Halloween. I know you all like Halloween, don't you? So there's all the bits I'm going to use, and then I'm going to use some of the pattern out of here. And I'm also going to use the stencils as well, because one lady said, did you do that with stencils? And I think it's really important that we go through the stencils real quick as well. So I'm just going to take one of the fabric patterns. I like that a lot. Pick out the ones I like the most. These nice. Oof. Probably going to look awesome. Now, heat embossing in gold would look blooming brilliant on her, wouldn't it? Shall we go lighter? Shall we go darker? Listen, is this what you're all like at home? What shall we do? I might do. Let's go with this one. I think this will be quite nice. Be a little bit different. I'm trying to do a little bit different to all samples you've seen. So I'm basically a guinea pig. Yeah, let's do this one. And then, because I don't think I've seen that one on one of the cards. So let's do something a little bit different. I'm also going to stencil through too. So let's do that as well. So let's do stencil first. And then we'll do pattern paper piecing. Whether we make a full card, I'm not sure. But let's just show you how the system works though. Is that houndstooth? It totally is. Makes you look professional, yes. You think dark? Oh, stop. I've changed my mind multiple times. Wait till the end. There's no rush. We've got plenty of stock. Stamping. Let's go. No. Let's stencil first, guys. Right, so I'll just take this card blank here. So we have our 5 stencils. They're all numbered. Super duper easy. They're all etched. If you just, when you have them in your hand like this, just tilt them down. And then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure they're in order. And what else do I always say? Make sure you can see the number. Because if you do them on the back of the stencils, what happens? The stamp won't fit because it's the back and it's reversed. So when you're stenciling, you always want to see a number looking at you. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Because if you remember, I got a message or somebody put a message, Karen was like, try turning your stencils over. But I guess if you don't know, but that's why I'm here, right? To help out. So let's go with number 1. And I'm just going to pop it up here so you can see straight away. I'm just going to pop it in the top corner here. Now we can do any colour. Let's just go with any colour for now. Pick your colours. So let's do teal. Teal is nice, right? So I'm going to go with teal on the first one. Let me get a brush. One that is a similar colour. I spend longer trying to decide, I know. So let's get some teal on it. So I've just lined it up with the edge, but if you want to follow the heart system, just take the ink and pop it through the hearts, and then you've got a line-up system, as easy as that. But this is the way that I like to do it. So I'm just going to pop a light shade of the blue. And it doesn't matter if it's not great, because the layers over the top hide anything that's not great. So don't worry about it. So we'll just go with that. So then you can see you've got the image starting already. So let's get rid of that. That's one. And number two, I'm just going to use the same ink pad and just press on each time. So number two, right to the side. This time press on a little bit harder. Not too hard though, because I've still got a few stencils to go. Where it's a little bit more delicate, just take it a little bit steadier. So now we've got the next layer. The stencil, yeah, if you do the last layer in an embossing paste, sorry, a sparkly paste, awesome. So number three. Press on a little bit harder. I mean, you would never be able to, mind you, I say that, there might be some fantastic colourists that can get light and shade and make their projects look absolutely awesome, but I'm not one of those people. So I like to cheat. There we go. And then number four, and this one is inside her jacket. So think about what colour do you want to do inside her jacket. A different colour. Oh, which colour? This is what I mean. I'm going to go red. Orange, orangey red, firewood. And if you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I'm actually even doing this right, you always have a reference on front. You always have a reference, so. And then this is the detail inside her jacket, the ruching in her top, so we just line it up there. So if any of you are in the States and see anybody ask about this, then you can refer them to this video for some guidance, I guess. Now we've got her jacket there with the jumper inside with the lovely, amazing detail. So that's quite simply the stenciling. How cool is that? And then all we do then is we take the stamp. So good. Jet. I know. So good, right? So we will stamp her on top, and that is basically it in a nutshell. Now, I would say if you're doing one card, if you've got your stencils dirty, do multiples. So grab 5 pieces of card, do all stencil number 1, all stencil number 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, stamp and die cut them all, and you'll end up with 5 images. Just change up the colour if you want to, and then wash your stencils. Don't do one card, make a mess with all your stencils and your ink and wash it off. We don't do that. If you're making one card, make 3, but now I'm saying if you're making one card, make 5. So 5 pieces of card, all the number 1s and number 2s, number 3s, and I promise you, you'll have extra embellishments and bits and pieces to have in a jar or a stash ready to go. Or if you're making Christmas cards and you want her all in a red dress for Christmas, particularly the other lady, Lily, change up her sparkly dress, and then you've got your Christmas cards done in one mucky mess. Just wash your stencils at the end, okay? So let's put this stamp on here. So if you're thinking, oh, Toni, I don't know where any of this goes. Well, neither do I. I'm just guessing at this moment. But I've put it on, and then I'm going to double check with the packet so I can see her arms come out there, shoulder, and the head's pretty much in there. Does her chin go on top of her top? It does. So you can see her top there. That little recess there is a chin. It's on the image. I'll show you. I've just put a chin in there. Make sure her legs are straight. There we go. So if you look here, look, can you see her chin's in the neck of the roll neck? Well, there she is. My chin is in the neck of the roll neck. So pretty straightforward, really. So then we'll get a black ink pad. Great idea. I've said it for years. It is the best ever if you... Because what do we do as crafters? We do one card, we tidy up, and then we're like, what shall I do next? Actually, no. Get into the bones of it. 5 cards, get all your colours out, all your brushes, 5 different ladies' colours, stamp them all, cut them all, and then decide what paper you want. And you'll be like, I've made 5 cards today, all in 2 hours. Instead of going, I'm not sure what colour, I can't be bothered to muck in my stencils. So let's just show you what I'm doing here. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Will I do an inbox? Not for these. I couldn't do it. I am being completely honest here. I couldn't do it. I tried. Because if it did have an embossing folder, it would have been quattro-D. And you know as well, people with faces is so hard to do. It's so hard to do. So I thought, rather than do it and do it half-hearted, I took the embossing folder out and made it this 3-step process, which I'm so glad I did because they are amazing. I did that. Come on. I mean, come on, guys. Does anybody else do it like that? I don't think they do. Well, I'm hoping they don't. Oh, look at that. Just look at that. So that's just the stencils. And then you can put your die around. You can put lipstick on it. You can do a hair. You can add sparkles. You can add a metal belt, metal gold shoes, and so on and so forth. Now, come on. Let's do some more. So what we need to do for paper piecing, so if you want to use the pattern fabrics, you might have some pattern fabrics actually, but if you don't, then they're in the paper pack. But what you need to do when you do paper piecing is 2 things. You need 2 pieces of paper, so let's get 2 pieces of card. If I have it. Just 1 second, guys. They are all enveloped. It's awfully warm in here tonight, awfully warm. And I am in a roll neck top. So I've got 2 here. Let's just cut this in half, look. Have I got my cutter, or is my cutter still in my bag from HTCN? It is. It's okay, though. It's okay. They aren't even unpacked, guys, and I'm here live with you. What's all that about? Don't say I don't love you. I haven't even unpacked my bag yet. So, has these got some in? Are these? Here we go. I think I only need 1. I've got 1 here. So 2 pieces of card, and this is what you do. Well, actually, you don't need 2 pieces of card. You just need 1 and the pattern paper that you're going to use. So let's put the white in here. So take the stamp. And put the stamp onto the white. So we're just going to stamp it here. Look, just on the white cardstock, yeah? Dedication. Or it's either, Leanne, it's either dedication or stupidity. I'll let you guys decide. So let's stamp this lady out. Where's my ink pad gone? Here we go. So we'll just stamp her in black. If you are a bit of a colourist, of course, you just stamp the girl and then... Must be jet lag's gone to my head, that's correct. So, I forgot to say, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a £50 voucher to spend on the website. A bit late in the day now for that, isn't it? But anyway, I'll do a swipe at the end for everybody that's been commenting. And where my eyes stop, that person will win £50 or $50 or €50 to spend on the website. So, sorry, I forgot to mention that, guys. We say dedication. So we've stamped her out there in the black, right? Gorgeous. But what we're going to do next is we're just going to take her out of there, just put her to one side, and then we're going to take the pattern that I'm going to use, which is this one. It might be a little bit dark, but I'm going to give it a twirl. See if it stands out. Now, we could, let me just see if I've got a black embossing powder, because that would stand out really well if I had a shine. Oh, I've got dark green. No, I don't have black, I don't think. Just 1 second. Every colour but. No, I was thinking if I had a nice black. Mind you, if I stamp it in black and then go over it with clear, like we did the other day. Hey, did you see my card on HTCN that had the reflection down? Got so many comments about that. That's white. Here we go. What's this one? Clear. So I'm going to try and make her shiny so she stands out a little bit, because this paper's a little bit distracting, a little bit busy. I'm going to go for it though. So what you do is, let me just make sure I've got my heat gun here. So you ink up. Love the fabric look. Yeah, so I'm going to try and mimic this pattern. It's quite a large pattern as well, but I think it will look cool on her jacket and her trousers. And I'll cut away. I might cut her top part jumper in another piece of fabric so it looks like she's got layers on. Listen, the experiments are wild. You could go to town with this. So we'll stamp her out. Oh, I didn't use my anti-static bag, did I? What a plonker. Never mind. Girl squad. That actually looks okay. So I'll just do it again, just because. Now, the embossing powder that I have is actually ultra high. It's quite thick, but we'll give it a twirl. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the embossing powder. The bit that's left, I mean, come on, you can tell I like embossing, can't you? See if it sticks. That's stuck a little bit. You see, it's just a little bit, it has stuck. There we go. You see at the bottom of the legs there. This is just going to make my project a little bit shiny. I'm just going to go back over if I missed any bits. I need to get another one of them, don't I? Jeepers. It's like a few granules left. Look, I've lost it all there now because it's dry. Right, I'm going to leave it. Don't touch it, Toni. Don't touch it, Toni. What do? Touch it. If I flick that with my finger now, it's all going to fall off. So, because it's a super thick one, is this one, guys? So it's not helpful at all. But at least I get a bit of shine so I can see. Hopefully you can see that there. I'm just going to get my gun. Let's just get rid of my stamp. And then get your gun, get it hot, as I always tell you. Not like I need any more heat in here. I'm experimenting for you, Shannon. Yeah, I know. Just enough shine, hopefully. I'm terrible. After I go home, after being away, I have to unpack and put at least one wash on before I go to bed, no matter what time of day or how long I have been travelling. I have unpacked my suitcase because I needed my skincare and my toiletries, so that's all unpacked. The craft suitcase is still packed and is still in the boot of the car. So it's hot now. So because it's chunky and on top, I'm going to do it from underneath, okay? So it don't blow off the embossing. So it stayed in some places. Hopefully you can see that there. Hang on. Get rid of any excess, but hopefully you can see it has. There we go. Just captured it in some of the areas, not on all of it. So what we do now is quite simply, we get our scissors and we decide which bit we're going to overlay. Now, let me just grab the packet. So she's actually got boots. So the boots come below the knee. So I'm not going to make a boots in the same pattern. So the boots are there, although the image on the front shows it all as one. I think that might be a boot to there. So I need all of this, this and this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop her below the knee, which is there. Then I'm going to... So that's a jacket there at the side. So we need a jacket. So I'm going to go up there. And do you see her hands here? They're white. We don't want our hands to be in fabric. So I'm going to go around a hand. She says. Round the cuff of a jacket, up a sleeve. Round the up around the collar. Up to a neck, round a chin, collar here, and then down a collar, raised collar here, across the shoulder, down her arm, her elbow-ish type style thing there, round. And then a little hand is in there, so I'm just going to skip the hand. I'm going to go round the hand. And then hopefully when we sit on top, there's something about it. And then... In fact, this is not going to put the cape on, is it, guys? Because this is the stamp, so that is not going to put that cape on there. Let's just go around. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's go up a leg here. Yeah, it's going to cut the cape out. The cape's going to be white, but we can colour that. So this is where it sort of like comes to life. Watch here, guys. Can you see? But because her top is the same colour as her jacket, it's not standing out. So you can either take a blade and take that out, or you can take the stamp again, which we'll do. Take the stamp again and stamp it onto maybe a different pattern in the paper. So let's just grab my Eureka. Now you could stamp it onto just a plain white, so it looks like she's just got a plain white t-shirt underneath if you want to. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a pattern, I guess, does it? So in fact, yeah, shall we make a t-shirt white? Yeah, because a cape might be white. Let's do white. There's no harm. But you can obviously, in the pattern paper, there are a few lighter tones as well. So I'm just going to use the back of the one that we did here, this one. I'm just going to turn it over. And I'm just going to put her down here. Now, I do actually only need her jumper in the centre, don't I? So I'm just going to pop her on there like that. I'm just going to stamp the jumper. So let's just set them aside for now. I love paper piecing, it's quite therapeutic, I find. And then we'll stamp her out again, just on a torso, so just the middle of a torso, I don't need anything else. So can you see that her top inside her jacket there, that's what I need out. And then I'll just take my scissors and cut that out. Now, the collar goes right up her neck there, so let's cut it with, and if it looks stupid, we'll cut it without. So I'm just going to go right up her neck, under her chin, round. I don't need a jacket, I've got a jacket. Across the top of her belt. And then up the side, around that wing of a jacket, and then up like so, and hopefully I'm going to end up with, oh, I've done it on 2 pieces, what a plonker. Of course, it's a card, isn't it? So that's sort of like her jacket, her belly, her tummy, her torso here. I'm showing you, I'm not even here. So let's see what this looks like. And then her boots, you could do in a gold mirror board. So stamp it onto gold mirror board, cut the boots out. You could do a belt in gold, so the belt coordinates with her boots. So there's just so many options. Now look here So now she's got a white t-shirt on underneath her amazing patterned outfit. I mean, come on. Mic drop, boom. We love a good mic drop, right? So like if I will stick it down, but you can see where it's going, right? And then if we do her boots on gold, and you could do a belt as well, but let's just stick it down. I think you get the idea. And don't worry too much if you haven't cut it great and there's like extended pieces underneath, because it just makes it look so good anyway. So don't worry too much if you've got like the squiggles around the tops and things like that. So just a second, I didn't cut a hand away. Oh, I did. I need to cut a hand away a little bit more. So we've got the white hand. I don't want a hand to be patterned. There we go. So now she's got two little hands. Like so. Pull her down a bit. Just under her chin. Like so. And then if you take the white, which by the way you could sparkle. Needs a pop of pink, says Cheryl. Probably a nice pink jumper underneath. That would be cool. Yeah, because white's blending in a little bit, isn't it? Listen, you can do pop of pink, eh? So I'll just pop that up there. Just twist it around a little bit. And then you could do a belt in gold and a boots in gold. Have I got gold? The problem you have with mirror board is stamping onto it because it smudges. If you get your mirror board like this and you stamp onto it, it'll smudge, okay? So you need to seal it with an embossing powder or something like that. So just bear that in mind if you are going to do that. But that is basically it. What do we think for the paper piecing? Now, or you could, come on, let's do it. Paint her boots and a belt in. So if you don't want to be faffing with and then pop the belt in, and obviously because we've done the embossing, it resists, which is awesome. And then with the excess ink on here, you could take your thing and add some gold splats. So now she looks like she's walking through a puddle because she's got attitude and she can. And then you could put the dye around, but I like it just as it is. And then you have a beautiful, beautiful girl. I mean, come on. Do we like that? I'm red hot, guys. Did you enjoy that? I'm exhausted now. So 2 options. Where's my other lady? Did I cut into her now? Oh, I didn't. I'll just show you them both. So stencils, paper piecing. Of course, you can just use a stamp and colour it with your paints, pencils, markers, alcohol markers, pencils, watercolour pencils, whatever it may be. Which is your favourite, the stencils or the paper piecing? I think it's always nice to have the option to be able to create 3-dimensional things like that. But it's a credit to the product itself when you can do things like that as well, right? It's just so incredibly beautiful. And you can do that with all of the girls. So if you've maybe just purchased one of the girls, you can achieve this too. You don't need all 3. If you want all three, that's absolutely fine, because some of you can't decide and some of you like to buy everything from Stamps by Me. I get it. But, you know, you have options, guys, and it is totally your choice on which one you want to choose. You like that, dear? Stencils, I like both. Like that. Nice. Both. Look so pretty. Oh, Fedu says stamp with stays on. That is a good shout. Stays on does actually dry, but I think, does many people have stays on now? I don't have a stays on, I don't think. But that is a good shout if you do have stays on. I love a good splat. Yeah, me too. Now you're just showing off. Right, come on, let's pick a winner. Depends on your mood, Shannon. Oh, it's okay if you're catching up, just drag the cursor back. You need to go back to the beginning anyway, guys, because there's so many samples to screen grab, to copy or change up or make your own version of, or whatever. We love to inspire. So let's get our diddly-daddly do and let's pick a name. But before I pick a winner for this evening, I haven't yet announced the June £100 voucher giveaway. And it's funny, right, because somebody asked about it a few weeks ago. I was like, I promise you I'll do it on the Friday or whenever I leave before HSN, and I didn't. And whilst I was away, I texted Becky and said, Becky, can you do the random thing to pick a winner for me? Because I'm going to announce it. I need to announce it this week or else I'm in trouble. She's like, yeah, no bother. Anyway, she texted me the winner. I was like, oh, it's a regular. So if you're a regular here, you've won a £100 voucher to spend on the website for entering into the mega prize draw. Now, if you don't know what our mega prize draw is, basically we are raising funds for cancer research and we are going to donate the money to cancer research at the end of the year. And each month I change up the prize. So we've given a die cutting machine away, we've done vouchers for the website, we've done classes, we've done £1,000 Copic marker collection, and this month, or so I say last month, is a £100 voucher. This month is also a £100 voucher, and it's £5 a ticket. Okay, so if you want to support a great charity, you could buy those, and then at the end of the month I announce. However, I am late this time. You can beat me up later, I don't mind. So I have the winner of that, so I'm going to announce that one first. I did chuckle when it came through. But we'll do that one, and then I will also pick a winner live from this evening's show as well to say thank you for joining the show. If you could continue to support by popping a message underneath this video when I've gone off air and maybe sharing further for anybody who's bought these and sat at home thinking, I'm not sure how to use those. Well, I'm here to inspire you. So the winner, I don't even need to look at the list because I know what it is. It's Brenda. Brenda Fute, Poshbird, yes. She's going to be like, that looks like a fix because I'm always on. I'm always on. It's not a fix, guys. It's a random number checker that picks out a winner from all of the people that purchased. So, I know, Brenda Fute, you won the £100. Well done, darling, for last month. I have to say, though, obviously the more that you buy, the more chances you have to win. And she did buy quite a few, bless her heart. So, from looking at her orders. So well done, sweetheart, just £100. Just message in and me and Becky will send it out to you. So you've got to be in it to win it, guys. It makes me very happy that, you know, you're going to be searching a website, having that money to spend just because. So thank you so much. Yay, Brenda, I know. Isn't it wonderful? The last one I announced, I don't think I knew any of the names, so it was nice to see a name that I recognised. So let's do the swipey swipe it. Let's see whose name is picked out, and then they will win a £50 voucher, because we just love giving things away here at Stamps by Me, to spend on the website as well. All you need to do is message in, and we'll give you a code unique to yourself, and you can spend it as you please. So let me just get this here. I hope you've liked this evening's demos. Like I say, all of the products are available individually on my website. And if you are shopping at HSN, they're on HSN. Just put Stamps by Me into the HSN bar. I will tell you that right at the bottom of Stamps by Me on HSN, there are 3 clearance items, 3 or 4 clearance items that I cannot believe are the price they are for what you get. And I know the pictures never do anything any justice, but when you get it home, you'll be like, I can't believe I got this for $20. There's 3 or 4 at the bottom of the website. It says clearance and the half price. Some are even more than half price. The value is incredible. So check those out. Save some money. Right, so let's do the swipey now. It's just random, guys. It's just a bit of fun, and it's just to say thank you. So we're not too precious about it. If I do see a name that's been picked before, I try and pick another name. So I'm going to just swipe out because there's loads of comments, hundreds and hundreds of comments, and then up and down for a few times. Then whoever's name my eyes are drawn to, that is who wins. So up, down, middle, down. And then I'm just going to swipe and then stop. You ready? My eyes are really bad. No, Brenda, you can't win again. My eyes went straight to Brenda. That's because she's been commenting. Sorry, Brenda. Again, sorry, guys. We'll try and mix it up, guys, so it's fair. She'll be like, what are you on about? Ready, steady, go. Leanne Kendall, 12083. You've just won a £50 voucher to spend on the website, sweetheart. Well, blooming done. So thank you so much if you have tuned in. Thanks for all the shares, the hearts, the likes, interactivity, and all the comments and all the questions. You will all send me to an early grave. I'm only joking. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the show. If I'm going to be live later on in the week, I'll drop you all a newsletter. But if you have any questions, you know where we are. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Tonight, my son hasn't had his birthday card or his gift yet. He probably won't be watching, but we've got him a running watch because he likes to run. So he's got a new running watch. So we're going to give him that at tea time tonight after the live. And then he's going to the cinema with his friends over the weekend. So we've got a nice weekend in. So whatever you're doing, I hope you have something nice going on. If you're not getting out and about, get in the chat, get in the community, get in the Eureka fan page and share the love of craft and chat to like-minded friends. And also in the app, if you're not in our app as well, that's a nice place to be. So whatever you're doing, have a lovely evening. I'll see you all later. Thanks, guys. I'm just going to put it on overhead because I am on my own. I'll put some cards back out for you all, but I'm just going to turn my mic off, put you on overhead. If you want to see the samples, you can do so. So speak to you all later. I'll see you later, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.